everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey from KelseyJoandCo. I am a lifestyle, wellness, and beauty blogger and YouTuber. I will leave my blog listed down below in the description box as well as on the screen. So today I thought it would be fun to just sit down, turn on the camera, and just film myself putting my makeup on. I don't know, like I like watching get ready with me videos. I think they're really fun to watch, and it just kind of feels like you're hanging out with that other person while you're doing your makeup. So that's what I want this experience to be like. I'm not doing anything real fancy or full glam. This has just been my everyday makeup. So if you are interested, please consider subscribing and liking this video, and let's just jump right into the makeup look. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I've been doing this like every day and it's been kind of nice actually. It's kind of refreshing. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. I wouldn't say that this really prolongs my makeup, but it is a nice little like prep for your skin. It smells like coconut. It smells really, really good. All right, so while that's kind of drying, I like to put on my Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Plumper. This stuff is no joke, you guys. It is no joke. I've always wanted to get lip injections, and I still do. Nothing like real crazy, but just like a teeny bit on my upper lip. All right, so the primer that I'm gonna use today is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I love this primer. I think it's definitely worth the price. It is a little bit on the pricier side, but in my opinion, I think it works great. I like it because it gives your skin that really nice glow, but it doesn't make it greasy or like slippery. That sounds kind of gross, but it's true though. For foundation today, actually last night I applied my self tanner, so I'm pretty dark right now, and I'm using today my It Cosmetics CC cream. This is the original one, and this is in the shade medium tan. This is like my darkest, most tan shade. I use it to match my body. I don't tan my face. I just don't like doing that. So I just buy a darker foundation to match the rest of my body. I do have a lighter shade for when I am not self-tanned. So I think I'm gonna use a sponge today. I go between using a sponge, like the Real Techniques one here, or the It Cosmetics. It's their like foundation, one of their foundation brushes. So I just do one pump to start, tap it like all over my face, and I just blend it in. The first time I did this, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so dark. But once it like blends out and you can tell that it matches my neck, because I bring my self tanner right up to my jawline, so it's easier for me to blend. But once you get like past the initial like, oh my gosh, that's so dark, you're fine. The self tanner that I use and love is by Loving Tan, in case you were wondering. All right, so for concealer then, I am just taking my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the shade 20 Sand. So I just put a little bit under my eyes. And I always go like in the corner, like the inner corner of my eyes, because I have like a shadow and it just looks dark. Put some all right, then I'll go back in with my beauty sponge and just blend. I don't like my under eyes to be like too light and bright. Like I don't want to look like a light bright. So that's why I don't use like a really light concealer. And yes, this is my pretty much everyday makeup. I don't know, I've always been this way, where I get like fully ready almost every single day. I just feel more productive and put together and just ready to handle the day. I've been this way like even before I became a mom and a wife, so it's just continued on with me. So now I'm going to set my face. Well, I'm going to start with my under eyes. And the powder that I've been loving is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. Like, open up. I am such like a messy powder person. All right, so I'm just taking this brush. It's like this flat, firm brush that I got like within a brush kit that I got off of Amazon. And this is honestly like the best powder brush for me. Like I'm obsessed with it. I use it more than like my other powder brushes. So I just take like a generous-ish amount, and I'm just gonna tap it underneath my eyes and pretty much all the places that I put concealer. I love how this powder just melts right into the skin. It's so good. So, how's everyone doing? Are we all staying healthy and safe? I hope. I'm just trying to keep myself busy and focus on the positives. And just being grateful for everything. Just really truly being grateful, because there is a lot to be grateful for, especially in times like this. Like you really need to not focus so much on the negative and just keep reminding yourself that things will get better and there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to stay strong and continue to fight. That's how I've been viewing it anyways. That's just my personal thoughts and opinions on the matter. I set my entire face. I don't get real oily, but I just feel like my cheek products apply so much better when I have powder like on my cheeks. I never used to do that, but then the more I tried it and saw how clean and natural my like bronzer, blush, and highlight applied, I was like, okay. Just a very light amount of powder, just enough to kind of take away the tackiness. We're switching to lemon water now. One of the biggest things that I've been doing on my health journey here is hydrating like nobody's business. I have completely stopped drinking like alcohol. I was never a soda drinker before, but once in a while I would have one because sometimes it just sounded good. And now it's like I only drink water, tea, iced tea, I should say, and hot tea, coffee, and my Perrier sparkling water. I just pretend that it's a White Claw. If you haven't seen my video explaining everything, my transitioning to a more vegan and healthier lifestyle, I will list that up in a card up above if you want to check it out and know what I'm talking about. But basically, I'm trying to spread awareness around my diagnosis, which I'll just explain briefly. I got diagnosed with fatty liver disease back in January of this year, and it's been a roller coaster of emotions and challenges, but 3 months into it, I've completely transformed. I'm not like 100% where I want to be yet, but I'm working on it, and I'm taking baby steps, and I'm sharing my journey. So that's just kind of a brief explanation, but like I said, if you're interested, I'll link the video. All right, so moving on, I've been using the Morphe, I don't know what this is called, it's just the micro brow pencil in the shade Latte. I have not used my ColourPop one in a while. This one is a lot more pigmented, I would say, which is fine, but you just need to be careful. So to set my brows, I'm using the Morphe Translucent Brow Gel. So I do apply a little bit of eyeshadow every day. I just like eyeshadow. And the palette that I've been reaching for like constantly is by Tarte. It is the Tartlette in Bloom palette. So I take the shade Charmer. It's just like a basic like creamy white shade, and I just use that just to kind of set a little base. And I'm gonna stick to these three right here. You could totally just use one eyeshadow if you wanted to, but I like to mix things up. I like to mix colors and yeah, just have fun with it. And I just go back in with this brush in that like white shade and just kind of blend the top a little bit, like very, very lightly. That is it for my everyday eyeshadow. So simple, but it just looks, I look more put together. Have you guys been watching any new and exciting TV shows lately? Personally, I've been really into watching Little Fires Everywhere on Hulu. It's really good. If you like drama thrillers, it's amazing. It's so good and like suspenseful. I'm really enjoying it. For eyeliner, I use and love the ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liner, and I'm using the shade Call Me, which is like a plummy brown. It is beautiful. Like, I have hazel eyes and I feel like it just makes my eyes pop. I don't apply a ton, but I like to just line my upper lash line to give like my upper lashes some more definition. Then for mascara, I have a love-hate relationship with this mascara. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. I think I bought the wrong one when I bought this. I think I meant to buy a different L'Oreal Voluminous. I mean, it's not terrible, but I've tried better, so I don't think I'll be repurchasing this. I just got a text on my phone from from the weather app that I use. Apparently, we're under a flood alert. That's fantastic. So for my cheeks, I have been using this bronzer for such a long time, and it is just a favorite of mine. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is in the shade Bronzer. This is like the original butter bronzer. I know like a few years ago when this first came out, there was just this shade, and then over the years they have added some more, which is nice. And then I'm just using my Alamar bronzer brush. It's like it's a really dense like stippling brush almost, and I just swirl it in there and tap it off. Sometimes this bronzer though is a little bit too light for me when I'm self-tanned, so there is another bronzer that I can use. I have it right here. And I always start with like patting motions, and then I'll like gently rub the brush on my cheeks. And then I just bring it up along my hairline just to kind of give some definition on my face. If I'm not self-tanned, then I will bring the bronzer on my jawline and down my neck. But I don't need to do that because I'm already tan. The other bronzer that I use is Benefit's Hoola. Then for blush today, I'm just going to keep it simple like always, and I am using Benefit's Dandelion. And this palette, this is the Benefit Cheek Leaders Pink Squad. It's a blush, bronze, and highlight palette. I don't think you can get this specific palette anymore. I got this from Ulta a few months ago, and I believe most of these palettes that they make like this are limited edition. But they do make new ones like all the time, but you can buy each of these products individually. So this is just like a better deal to do it this way. Like it's like $60 for this palette, and I think each individual one like on its own is like $30. So and it comes with a little brush too, which I'm not really sure where that went. But anyway, so I just take my Alamar complexion brush. I love the Dandelion blush. It's my favorite one by Benefit. It's just so light and just a really nice soft pink, and you can easily build it up. It just gives you a nice like light flush, and I really like that. And I always bring my blush like upward because I feel like that just kind of structures my cheekbones a little bit better. Then for highlighter, this is an oldie but a goodie. This is MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. It's the more golden peachy toned one. They do have a few other ones, but this one is just my personal favorite. I take the Alamar. These are like my favorite brushes right now, by the way. I got these in a BoxyCharm in February, and funny story, I actually don't get BoxyCharm anymore. I'd only gotten it for like 2 months, and then I honestly got overwhelmed. Like, I was like, I only use like certain makeup every day, and I just didn't want so much excess. You know what I mean? So I actually canceled it after 2 months, but that's fine. But this is the Alamar brightening brush. I would think this would be really good for setting your under eyes if you wanted to. You can really get right underneath your lashes there. I like to use this as a highlighter brush. I just tap off the excess and just... And I love this highlighter because you can easily build it up. And I don't like to have a real like bright, like bam in your face highlight. I just like something, well, soft and gentle. Let me just put a little bit. Ow! It just binged my hand in the compact. Son of a nutcracker. This is the L'Oreal Plump and Shine. I don't know if you call these like lipsticks. I don't really know. They're like a lip balmy lipstick. So this is 107 Coconut Plump, and the packaging is like rose gold on the inside. It's so messy because I like wear it every day. But this color is so pretty. I'm like so obsessed with these. They're just such a nice, comfortable formula. They're just so nice. So not only do my lips have that really nice kind of pinky color, but they also just feel hydrated. Okay, everybody, so that was my everyday makeup routine. Super simple, super quick, and easy to do. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.